When it comes to the injuries, nothing has changed from what I talked about earlier in the week. Harrison actually practiced yesterday. He'll be practicing today. When it comes to this game, feel no different than how I felt earlier in the week. Guys had a good week of practice. We're excited to go out and see how we improve on the things that we need to improve on, and the things that we thought we did well, how much better can we get with those things? So, and that's in all three phases. So looking forward to it. Ready to go win a game, right? Any questions?
How good is Bijan?
Very good. I think that speaks for itself. Coming out of college, he was like a top 5 pick, top 10 pick, something like that. And I mean, who he is speaks for itself, and how he's been playing speaks for itself. So he's a guy that needs special attention, and we've talked about him all week, and we'll handle him accordingly.
Wilkes was just saying that they're probably the best zone blocking team you guys have seen.
Yep.
And he's kind of challenging the defensive line. You mentioned on Wednesday, too, on the other side of the ball, they have those 2 pass rushers.
Yep.
They're doing multiple things. Is this a kind of a game that's going to be one up front on both sides of the ball?
I think every game, I look at it that way. I mean, if you win the battle of the trenches, there's a good chance you'll win the game. So, yes, they are a good zone blocking team, but we've seen a lot of good zone blocking teams. It's just one of the teams that's in our way, right now. So, and that's offense and defense. So, again, we're looking forward to playing against a good quality opponent. Again, we got to stop their running game. We know that's what they're a big part of who they are. Combine it with the passing of the play action pass. And again, we just got to be ready for it.
What have you seen from those 2 rookies in particular, Pierce and Walker?
Good speed, hybrid players, so they're able to play in a number of different fronts and things like that. And I think they do a good job with all the other guys that they have. One time you might see them on the edge, one time you might see them in a 3 technique, one time you might see them over the nose, over the center. All right, so you have to be very aware of where those guys are at, and then once you ID where they're at, the things that they can do out of positions that they're at.
What's the next step for the offense to Rod making the second consecutive start and your 2 new receivers getting more and more acclimated?
Yeah, just being more consistent. And like I said, it was a really good opportunity for those guys to actually have another week to gel together. I think we all know when it comes to receiving quarterback, man, it takes a while to get on the same page of how the ball comes out of his hand, the route depths of those guys, and being able to anticipate where they're going to be at, and understanding, sometimes there's unspoken words when you come a receiver and quarterback, so they have to make sure that they're in line with that. So it's just another week of those guys getting together, and then let's just be consistent on the way through here.
Kirk had the ACL, or Achilles, I'm sorry, his final year in Minnesota.
Yep.
Last year, I think it's probably, he didn't look right. Like something just looked off with him.
Yep.
Now that he's the full year or 2 years removed from it, can you tell, watching film, is he kind of back to I know he's a little bit older, but still back to where he used to be?
Well, he's only had, this one game that we saw, and then he had some spot duty before. But I've played against him a number of years. So to me, when you look at his play action game, which he's been phenomenal at, he does look like himself. I mean, we saw the bomb that he threw to Mooney, which was a damn good play for those guys. It's just, man, he's smart. He understands defense in totality. And he's going to be able to guide those young guys into what we're trying to do and to try to figure out, how can they beat the coverages that we're in. So I can't say he doesn't look like himself. I think he's always been, the same Kirk. It's just, you're right, he's just coming a year off of that Achilles, which most people think you need a year to come off that Achilles to get back where you need to be at. So he's a guy that we know he's going to watch every piece of film that he can watch against us to see how he can beat our coverages.
Is there any update on Chris Boyd and how he's doing?
Yeah, well, the last that we heard, he had an issue and he had to go back into the hospital. Other than that, I need to figure that out.
With Arian Smith in his rookie year, he was coming along and developing, and then you guys made those trades for Mitchell and Mechie. He kind of moved down the pecking order a little bit. How is he dealing with that, and how is he developing?
Well, I don't want to say he's moved down the pecking order. We just rotate those guys quite a bit, and sometimes the game plan just depicts on who's going to be out there in certain times, especially when when we try to ID a certain guy to get the ball. So he's a big part of what we're doing. He's still developing. A good thing about Aaron, and I said before, not only is he helping us on offense, but he's helping us also on special teams. He's one of our better gunners right now.
What do you know about the international player that you guys just claimed? This seemed to have an interesting background.
we just got him, and I know he's a big-time rugby guy. So I would like to talk to him a little bit more. I talked to him for quite a bit yesterday. Just talk to him a little bit more and see how we can help develop him.
Take a couple more.
When Braelon Allen was hurt,
Yep.
you said 8 to 12 weeks was the timeline the docs gave you, but there was a couple paths he could go, surgery, rehab. Is he done for the season, or is there a chance he could be back?
More than likely, he's done for the season and get himself ready for next season.